Hold up. Refresh. Wait a second. Wait a second. Is it actually? Oh shit, we're live. Okay, we are actually live. Holy shit. How are we all doing? Holy wow. Wait, I was not expecting this. Hello to everyone. Nothing ever happens here. Buddy, this is a Hopium stream. This is a Hopium. We need the Hopium. You're Canadian? Yes, I am Canadian. How we all doing today, boys? Hold up, I'm making a coffee. It's gonna be a good one. I meant to make this earlier, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna need it, man. I wasn't expecting it to actually work. I thought I was gonna have to do way more setup. Way more setup. How we all doing today? Look at the chat. We're doing all good. I think this... Wait, is the stream healthy? Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Can I get the chat over here or no? Might be able to just... Hold on. Can you guys hear me all good? Everything sound good? We're chilling? It's the first stream. I gotta make sure everything's okay. This year's the actual year. Clone Wars. Don't be putting energy like that out there. Do not be putting energy like that out there. We have no idea. You're good, bro? Yes, sir. Okay, okay, good. Chat, thank you for coming by. Wow. Okay, this is definitely gonna be a learning curve for sure. But I needed to make sure that I at least had stream, like, I needed to make sure that I could figure out how to stream before I like really get into it. And so this is definitely gonna be a test phase. A lot of people might not know this, but I used to stream a lot on Twitch back in what was it, 2022, I think it was. Yeah, I used to stream a lot. Hold on, let's fix it. A bit more. I thought you were black. Fuck. Oh, if there's anything I've learned from watching earnings call streams from what's it called? From Cyberboy is that earnings call chats can get a little weird. They can get a little weird, but hey, this is definitely a test phase. 100 views already. Oh my god. You guys are going crazy. Hold on. Let me put on some headphones. It's sad piggybacking the game that's not released. Yeah, you're banned. Chat ban that guy. Mods ban that guy. Cyber. Yo, Cyber, yo! Lendo! Yo, with the big 50 pounds, bro. Do you know that's like $1 million Canadian, bro? You did not have to do that, man. Thank you very much. Cyberboy is an absolute legend. We all know that. Love Cyber to the day I die. Thank you for that, man. That's huge. Wait, hold on. Actually, can I? Yes, sir. Yeah, there you go. All right. Cyber's mod, baby. Cyber's mod. If you guys are fucking around in the chat, you guys are getting banned. Just putting it out there now. Yeah. No, my name is not Lando. Fun fact, actually, there's no way that anyone is going to be able to guess this because it's super out there, right? Have you been to space, bro? I wish. It actually is one of my goals. Later on in life, I might be able to. But yeah, I think what some people might not be able to guess this, and that's probably fine because there's a lot of different options. But Ttwo, the name Ttwo, comes from the first letter of my first name, the first letter of my middle name, and I don't want to say exactly what, but a certain 3 letters in my last name. That's where Ttwo comes from. Is that doxing myself? Maybe. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean, I'm pretty sure knowing that isn't really a big deal. We got a coffee. Yeah, we're all good. 100% there is nothing today. Look, guys, we have to be real about this, okay? We have to be real about this. We are not getting anything, okay? We are not getting any news today. Yo, bye everyone. Bye everyone. I think it's everyone or everyone. Dude, this guy is in my comment section every day talking about groundhogs. The dedication on this guy is insane. Jet ski train rolling. Yes, I did have a nice Groundhog Day. Although he said I'm pretty sure he said we're getting more snow, right? So, or more winter. So I'm not too happy about that. It is cold here in Canada. For like the last 3 weeks, it has essentially been like -20 every single day. So yeah, I'm definitely not too hyped about that. How long will the call be? I go to work in 2 hours. I could be wrong. The call starts at 4:30. I've already signed up and everything, so I just have to open the link. And maybe Cyber can tell me better. I think they last maybe half an hour, 45 minutes or something like that. Will the earning call confirm a delay or not? Probably not. Let's be real. Guys, this is a Hopium stream. This is a Hopium stream. The reality is, and I probably shouldn't be saying this because I got the viewers right now, but dude, there is almost no way that we get any real news. However, I do want news on why my stock price in Take-Two has dropped by 12%. That's what I want to know. I think it's copyrighted. Okay, yo, Cyber coming in clutch again, man. Absolutely coming in clutch again. We'll get something. Like, I'm not saying that we couldn't get anything. Look. Wait, I think he's. I don't want to spill it, and then I would fuck it up. W Valorant. Yo, look, I might be a GTA streamer. If you know that, ow, that's the iron logo, for Valorant. But a lot of you might not know this, but I am a gamer. I might be a GTA creator, but I am a gamer. Like, I'm like a top 1% player in Rocket League. Not subtle flex. I mean, I'm on the live. I got a subtle flex when I can. Is there new news? Not yet. We might, oh, McTannon's streaming too. Yo, go show some love to McTannon. That guy is fucking sick, man. We love McTannon. We actually love McTannon. He's a really funny guy. He makes a really good content. At a moment. Where I still got it beside me. Hold up. I don't want to spill that coffee. If you haven't read this yet, this is a really good read. I'm working on another one behind me. I don't know if you can see it on there. Leonidas Stunts, what's going on, brother? When does it start? 4:30. Yo, Alvin, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Wait, I don't even know how this works. This is... Wait, are there 400 people watching right now? Wait, I'm so confused. I don't know how to read this viewer activity thing. I don't even know how many viewers I have right now. It says 135 concurrent, but 400 views. That might just be in general. 144 actually. Okay, yeah. Never mind. I get what it's saying now. Thank you. Yeah, 4:30 p.m. it starts. So I could be wrong, but they usually have a section where fucking Strauss Zelnick goes on about what new projects they have coming up for the next quarter and a bunch of stupid corporate talk. And then they do like a quick Q&A thing, and that's usually when we get at least something about GTA 6. Sometimes they just completely ignore the question, which is like fair because they don't want to give anything away. But that's when we usually get something. It's 9:30. It's 9:30 p.m. in the UK. Watch them announce a new 2K game. I got a few boys who are in love with 2K. They would probably be hyped to hear that, honestly. I'll let them know. I've never played, like, I've been a day one, well, no, I used to play like NHL games in like 08, but like, yeah, I've been a day one hater of 2K games. I'm not going to lie. Is this your first time going live? Yeah. I was saying earlier that I used to stream a lot in 2022. I would do like, I used to speed run a lot of Super Mario 64 and Minecraft. And in fact, Minecraft speedrunning is actually on the comeback now. I might get into that again. Do you think GTA 6 will get delayed again? Okay, one thing that keeps me from saying yes is that oh, yo, the static live. That was stupid. I was tripping out when I saw that. But no, to answer your question, the only thing that makes me think that we won't get another delay is because right now it follows the exact same trajectory of like delays and release dates as RDR2. And so that gives me a good sign that it won't get delayed. But at the same time, GTA 6's pre-release has been nothing like previous games. So it's like kind of hard to base it on that. I think they will address the... In our GTA 6 creator Discord, someone was saying that they find it really hard to believe that Genie had that much of effect on their stock price. Like, I mean, like, again, we're still talking about games made by AI. I haven't looked too much into it. I know McTannen was doing it. He might have some words on it, but yeah, I can't see how that would have done such a huge change to the stock price. That doesn't make sense to me. Honestly, if it doesn't get delayed, I think we won't get any news/trailer till around May. I hope so. Because I'm going away to Italy in... When is it? In April. Shout out my Italian viewers. I'm coming to see you. You can meet me on Mount Vesuvius. Last Rockstar delay was a huge step for them, so I doubt... Look, this might be the craziest thing to ever say, but I mean, dude, Take-Two stock is on sale right now. If you were going to get it then. And if they delay, it's going to be on sale again. It's just great. Like, it's actually a really crazy time to be doing an earnings call because if you look at their stock, it is bad right now. It is really bad. Like, terrible. Come in the south, it's better. I assume you're talking about Italy. Yeah, I think I'm going to, where am I going? I think I'm going to Rome and Venice. Not financial advice. Yeah. Not financial advice. It's, the stock could go way down. Oh, Astrius. Hey, I hope you feel better, man. Glad the stream could do something for you. Yeah. We're hoping for no more delays, and I hope you have a speedy recovery, man. Yeah, that was not financial advice, by the way. Do not listen to me. I am definitely not a financial advisor. Oh, I gotta put the cream away. You guys get a look at how empty my fridge is? Living alone does to me. Greetings from Finland. Greetings, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Love the content. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I will say I do have some plans for like streaming overall. Nice room, very clean. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it took some time putting this together. Nice apartment. Thank you. Thank you. How much till the earnings call? What is it? It's 4:03, so 27 minutes. 27 minutes, and then it starts, and then the Q&A is usually when we get news. But yeah, we usually like actually have some like ideas on stream. Like some of you might not like this idea, but I would love to get your opinions on it. I really want to start like obviously this is a GTA channel. We are all aware of that. We love GTA. But I would be lying if I said I played like GTA Online like every day, and I do play a lot of other games. So if you guys would be down to see that on stream, let me know, cuz I have a few games that I grind a lot that I'd be willing to play on stream. No way, is Sako here? Where is he at? Oh, he is. Let's go, Sako. Welcome, brother. Welcome. W Mapper. Been on the channel before. Go check out the mapping video. Fuck USA. Play Red Dead 2. I played Red Dead 2. I like that game a lot. But it's like a story game. So it's like I could play it, but I've already played it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like the thing is that you might not expect this, but I actually play a lot of like competitive games. Like, oh, and Arc Raiders. Anyone that hasn't played Arc Raiders yet, you are missing out. I'm just going to be real. You play Rocket League? Yeah, I'm Grand Champ 2 and 2s in Rocket League. Jetro Minecraft streams when? Yo, I was saying earlier that I do a lot of I used to do a lot of speed running of Minecraft. I have a sub 15 times speed running Minecraft. Thank you very much for the donation, man. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I could be down to speed run again. Yo, if you want to run 2s, I'm SSL. Oh, yo, this guy's nice. This guy's nice. If you know, you know. This guy's SSL. If you know, you know. Yeah, I just peaked GC2. That's why. No, I'm not secretly Dream. Although I have done manhunts before as well, and those are mad fun when you do them with the homies. I saw a rumor where it said Red Dead 3 is in pre-production. Brother. Let them get GTA 6 out the door, and then we can worry about Red Dead 3. Although I don't even know where they would take a story for that. Like, where would they take... turn off auto... Dude, Taken, I couldn't. Cyber, I tried so hard to figure out how to turn it off, and I couldn't. Wait, I might be able to do this. Hold on. I might be able to just turn up the brightness on this, and then it might get easier, or it might have an easier time focusing on me, but dude, I could not figure out how to turn off the auto exposure. I tried for the life of me. I haven't used this camera much. The only time I used it was for a secret video we did with TGG. Spoiler alert, by the way. Although I think he already made a community post about it, so it's not really a spoiler. RDR3, the story of Dutch. Yeah, it's not bad. That could work for sure. I think it's the Cyber. I think it's the Sony ZV E10. I think so. The Gaming Elite. No, it's not really a secret video. I'm pretty sure he made a community post about it, but it's like yeah, I don't really know if I want to say too much about it just in case, but it's like earnings files. Sako, send them to me on Discord. Or are you just chatting shit? He's saying that the files are out. The earnings call files are out. I don't even know what that means. Oh wait, he's right. What is this? What am I looking at? Hold on. What am I even looking at? I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Oh. Okay. Actually, Take-Two's future lineup dates announced. Wait, hold on. Will this show properly? I think so. Yeah. Take-Two's future lineup announced to date includes Rockstar Games, Grand Theft Auto, November 19th. So it seems like we are still on track, boys. It seems like we are still on track. That is a W sign. Should be 2 docs. Hey, Game Roll's here too. We love Game Roll. W, the whole squad's here. Hey, the whole squad from the Discord is pulling up, eh? Love that. Thank you, boys. I would love to see Rockstar do something other than RDR after GTA 6. I won't lie, I kind of agree. Undeniably, RDR 2 is one of the greatest stories to ever be made for gaming and maybe in general. To be honest, for me, the gameplay could have been a bit better. I don't think it was the sole focus, though. I don't know why the live broadcast. But I would love to see them do something else. I've seen a lot of people bring up something medieval, and I would love to see something like that. Pirate game, I've seen some people do that. Yeah, exactly. King Alternate. Project Medieval, I would love to see them do something like that. Some like Game of Thrones-esque story. Bully 2. The way they're treating Bully, I don't think we're ever getting it. Bully 2. I'm sorry to say that. There's absolutely no way. Yeah. Didn't Dan Houser just recently talk about the aging game on that Lex Friedman interview? I think it was Lex Friedman. I could be wrong. Did you play the older Rockstar games? Yeah, but not super hard. A lot of people will probably be like upset hearing this, but I was like, quite sheltered as a kid. Like my parents really didn't want, like, I had to wait till I was like 12 to play even Call of Duty. And if I even mentioned GTA 5, like it was not happening. Like I couldn't get GTA 5 until I was like first year of high school or something. Cyberboy 2027. That's actually a game I haven't played yet that I really need to. Cyberpunk. I have heard amazing things about Cyberpunk. Amazing things. Not at launch, of course, but there are rumors of a medieval game by Rockstar. I mean, let's be real. There's rumors about everything. Right? Hannah Whack. This guy always comes in with those 2 emojis, man. on all of my comments, he always posts those 2 emojis. Love the love, brother. Thank you, though. Thank you. Welcome in. Okay, chat, let's do like who okay, right yes or no if you think we're getting any mention of GTA 6 in this earnings call. Yes or no? Cuz I'm going to say yes, they're going to mention it, but we're not going to get any news about it. Like there's no way. No, yes, yes, nah, yes. A lot more yeses actually. Nothing major, but at least a mention. That's kind of what I'm saying. No news. Big no. Yeah. Okay. It actually seems kind of split. Nothing ever happens. Yo, nothing ever happens has like unironically become like the motto for r/GTA 6 at this point. Yes, but that Rockstar are working hard. That's hilarious. They are indeed working hard. That is a fact. And they need to be working 10 times harder. Hold up. I gotta change something here. Properties. Yeah, go to the AirPods. Okay. That should be good. Damn, we're up to 200 viewers. When do I think trailer 3 is gonna come out? I'm either hoping March or May. If it's in April, I'm screwed because I'm not gonna be in the country. Is that biased of me? Absolutely. Do I care? Not at all. Look at Jeff Keighley's tweets. Am I missing something again? Let me see. Oh, wait, what? Okay, this guy must be... Wait. So wait, did we already look at the... Wait, hold on. This is actually massive. Wait, hold on. Hold on, where can I... This is actually massive. Launch marketing for GTA 6 will begin this summer per Take-Two Interactive. Wait a second. Wait, that's massive. Wait, so no delay. I don't think they've ever brought this up before. I don't think they've ever talked about their... Well, that's actually not entirely true. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the sub. Yo, everyone sub right now, bro. We're trying to get 100K. We're trying to get 100K before this game comes out. I know we can do it. I got a really big video coming out that I think a lot of people are going to love. Yeah, this is huge. I don't think they've ever, like, I know that they've at least mentioned, I know that they've at least mentioned marketing before, but they've never given like a specific date for it. They just said they wanted to do it way before the launch. Okay, it is 15 minutes, so we should be able to get into the stream now. I could be wrong. No, don't play the lobby music. Okay, yeah. Okay, I could just do that. Hold on. When does summer start? I don't even know when summer starts. Oh shit, another super chat. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I can't see what that says though. It's not resetting. Hold on. Wait, what? Why can't I, Okay, hold on. Yeah, sometime May or June. I'm surprised you only have 70K subs. You deserve 100K now. Hey, thank you. Thank you, man. Yeah, when does summer start? Yeah, I think it's like May, like the beginning of May or something like that. I could be wrong. But that's huge. Like, I don't think they've ever mentioned marketing before. So it seems like they're like super about it. Could be wrong. Now, guys, I'm allowed in this in this call. Hold on. Can we do this? Scene. All right. Yeah, there you go. I mean, to be honest, I don't even need to show that because I think Cyberboy can attest to the fact that they don't actually play any video. Like, it's not a video call at all. It's just like, that is the one good thing. We don't know when trailer 3 is going to come out, but you can almost guarantee that pre-orders will come with it. You can almost guarantee that pre-orders are coming. Yeah, the call is just audio. Yeah, okay, so I don't even need to go into that phase. We're going to fix this camera the next time I stream. I promise you guys, the next time we stream, we are going to fix this camera because it's actually annoying me now. Cyber, I'll message you after the stream to figure out what I can do. Or I'll just hit a Google. I don't really know. Hey, Sanchez, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Hope you've been well, brother. Yo, this guy in chat just said, what edition are y'all getting? Brother, there won't be... Well, if what they say is to be believed, they won't get... There's not going to be any physical editions. So we're basically all just getting the regular edition. Like, what are they going to give us? Some downloadable content? I mean, I guess they actually could do that, in all fairness. I don't know if Charlie Intel posted news also. Let me look it up. We do like Charlie Intel. I used to go to them for COD stuff all the time. Did the call start yet? No, it starts in 10 minutes. Wait. Okay. Whoever I called out in chat for asking which edition they're going to get, I humbly apologize. Because as per Charlie Intel 1 day ago, or 1 minute ago, is that the Take-Two CEO tells Variety that Grand Theft Auto 6 will launch on both physical disc and digital on its launch date set for November 19th. Rumors of physical being delayed is not the plan. I don't know what to believe at this point. Thank God I am not a news channel posting daily, because I would be flipped on my head not knowing anything. Yeah, I think it was the Gaming Elite who I called out. I am sorry, brother. I am sorry. Forgive me. Where did that rumor even start? I honestly don't know. But yo, what is hilarious is right before I read that tweet, I was going to say that I didn't believe it. Like, I don't know how you could release a game of this size and not have physical editions. It doesn't make any sense to me. No way there's going to be an edition that comes out with early access? No. I don't even think creators will get it early. Apology accepted. Thank you. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it was Mark Fu 7. Okay, yeah. I guess it was from the document, Steads. I think it's from the document. I mean, Sako sent me it earlier, but there was a lot in it. Like, there's a lot in this document that I was... Because we might be able to just go through this. I don't even know. I'll get these cookies off the screen. Oh, did I close the earnings call? Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. Okay, no, we didn't. All right. I'm watching you from Italy. Yo, I'm going to Italy later. Shout out the Italians, man. Shout out Italy. I'll be there soon. Someone tweeted out and said that GTA 6 marketing will begin this summer. Yeah, we were looking at that earlier. Jeff Keighley just said that. W. Jeff Keighley. Yeah, I really wish I could have my chat on OBS, but yeah, we were just looking at this tweet. We'll begin this summer. Oh, I'm not going to scroll down. Oh, dude. Dude, I'm not going to scroll down. That is where people get banned. If you scroll down on any post on Twitter, you are getting banned. That is the reality. Oh, the Milky Way is definitely... Yeah, the Milky Way is definitely allowed, bro. But fuck anyone from Andromeda. Fuck those guys. Those are the ops. What happens in these calls? I've never been in one stream before. Okay, so it goes a little something like this, right? Everyone congregates to see for the one time that they mention GTA 6 by name. They proceed to give us absolutely no information. And then we all leave saying game's delayed. That's essentially how these calls go. Let's be real. But the call hasn't even started yet, and we have gotten some pretty good news already. Physical is allowed. Physical marketing or physical copies are coming out on release. W. Charlie is still posting. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Yo, guys, we got the infamous line again, apparently. We got the infamous line. Look at that. Take-Two CEO on being confident of November 19th date for GTA 5 or GTA 6. Because anytime you're getting closer to marketing beats, you're obviously in a place where your confidence level is as high as it can be. If we look at the tally, that's like what? Like the 17th time they've said that? Something like that, right? It's got to be like at least 14 times. It's got to be at least 14 times. Why would you get banned for scrolling down on Twitter? Because people on Twitter post the craziest things. There's a reason I am not on Twitter a lot. Yeah, but come on. I wouldn't say that Strauss Zelnick being confident on November 19th is confirmation. He has said that 1,400 times. That's the reality, unfortunately. He has said that 1,400 times. Every time there is a call, he says that. Call should be starting in 4 minutes. How many hours left? Not even 4 minutes, brother. I have some faith, brother. I do. I do have faith. I'm just saying that he said it a lot. You know what I mean? It's kind of become his motto at this point. I'm literally getting emails about the Take-Two stock. That's how you know it's bad. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I think I have the... Do I have the tweet here? Oh, where's the Charlie tweet? Highly anticipated launch on November 19th. Yeah, okay. So for anyone that is just joining, the call is just about to start in like 3 minutes. And what we've been talking about since then is that these 3 tweets just came out. So for one, the marketing is set to launch in summer. W. We love that. You can't even read that tweet on the screen or the chat on the screen. I'm gonna turn that off. Hold on. Okay, here's what we're looking at. Launch marketing for Grand Theft Auto 6 launch will begin this summer. Take-Two CEO says that they will have both physical and digital discs at launch. And the Take-Two CEO is confident on November 19th. That is what we've been dealing with so far. Yeah, so, I mean, overall, that's good news already. At the end of the day, we already have pretty much all the good news we'd want. So now we're going to listen to this call. Someone's probably going to beef them about their stock price, and I kind of want to hear that. I'm not going to lie. I really want to hear that. Is that fucked up to say? I really want to hear that. Bro, it's bad. Take-Two stock is terrible right now. Oh, it did come up a bit today. But like, yo, this is in the last 5 days. Where is it? See, this is in the last 5 days. It's gone down 13, almost 14% in the last 5 days. That's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. That's like, I don't know what brings that on, but that's insane. Bye. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yo, Vice. We love having Vice here, brother. Hope you're doing well, dude. It's trading at 220 after hours, though. Love to hear that, because that's what I bought it at like 3 days ago when it was down. 1 minute left? Yeah, it should just start, right? I think. I'm on this screen. I'm just waiting. POV Strozdell next week. Yeah, I mean, he says it like every time. Oh, Cyberboy writing a new script? Yo, give me the details later. Do you think there will be a Oh, the event has started. Hold up. I might have to turn up the volume. Let me know if it's not loud enough. I can't hear anything now.
Hello, and thank you for standing by. My name is Tiffany, and I'll be your conference operator.
Is it too low?
At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to the Q3
Buddy,
fiscal
you see
year 2020
you see the cars in the
quarterly
background.
earnings results call. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer
Jetro, what is the
session.
first thing that you will do
If
when
you
you
would
play
like to
GTA
ask a
6?
question during that time,
Beat the
simply
game?
press
I don't,
star,
I don't know.
then the number
I don't know.
1 on your
Look at the
telephone
cars,
keypad.
probably.
I would now like to turn the call over to Nicole
Higher
Shevin,
volume? We good,
Senior
chat?
Vice President,
We good?
Investor Relations,
Higher
and
volume?
Corporate
Lower?
Communications. Nicole, please go ahead.
Higher volume? Higher volume?
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining our conference call to discuss our results for the third quarter
Sound
of
is kind of
fiscal
low.
year
Okay, hold up.
2026 ended December 31, 2025. Today's call will be led by Strauss Zelnick, Take-Two's Chairman
W.
and Chief
Strauss
Executive
Zelnick.
Officer, Carl Sladoff, our President, and Lainey Goldstein, our Chief Financial Officer. We will be available to answer your questions during the Q&A session following our prepared remarks. Before we begin, I'd like to remind everyone that statements made
Dude,
during this
stop
call that are not
talking.
historical fact are considered forward-looking statements under federal securities laws. These forward-looking statements are based on the beliefs of our management, as well as assumptions made by
Blah,
and
blah,
information
blah.
currently available to us. We have no obligation to update these forward-looking statements. Actual
What does
operating
that even
results may
mean?
vary significantly from these forward-looking statements based on a variety of factors. These important factors
Higher,
are
lower?
described in our
Is it
filings
good?
with the SEC, including the company's most recent annual report on Form 10-K
I can
and
turn my
quarterly
mic
report
down
on
too.
Form 10-Q, including the risks summarized in the section entitled Risk Factors. I'd also like to note that, unless otherwise stated, all numbers we will be discussing today are GAAP, and all comparisons are year over year. Additional details regarding our actual results
Can't
and
hear
outlook
anything.
are contained in our press release,
Dude, they're not saying
including the items that
anything
our management
worthwhile right
uses
now.
internally to adjust our GAAP financial results in order to evaluate our operating performance. Our press release also contains a reconciliation of any non-GAAP financial measure to the most comparable GAAP measure. In addition, we have posted to our website a slide deck that visually presents our results and financial outlook. Our press release and filings with the SEC may be obtained from our website at take2games.com. And now I'll turn the call over to Strauss.
W. Strauss.
Thanks, Nicole. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining
W.
us today.
Strauss.
I'm pleased to report that we delivered another outstanding quarter, including net bookings of $1.76 billion, which surpassed meaningfully the high end of our guidance. All of our labels outperformed substantially our
Trailer 3 by the
expectations
summer for sure.
and contributed to our ongoing success. Due to our strong results and positive momentum that has continued into the current quarter, we're once again raising our outlook for the full fiscal year. We now expect net bookings to range from $6.65 billion to $6.7 billion, which represents 18% growth compared to fiscal 2025. At the midpoint, our revised net bookings forecast is approximately $725 million above the initial outlook we provided in May 2025, which reflects the creative passion, hard work, and consistent execution of our teams. Turning to highlights from the period, I'll begin with the fantastic performance of our mobile business. Peak's Forever franchise Toon Blast grew 43% year over year and surpassed $3 billion in lifetime net bookings, an extraordinary achievement for a title that has been engaging players for more than 8 years. The game continues to rank among our most valuable franchises, showcasing the long-term value of our Match 3 portfolio.
It sounds like a clank.
Match Factory, another hit from Peak, grew approximately 17% over last year. The title remains a top contributor 2 years after its launch, affirming our strategy of building a diverse portfolio of games with vast global appeal. Color Block Jam remains Rollic's all-time top-performing title and was featured in Apple's 2025 free games list in the U.S., underscoring the title's success. Empires and Puzzles and Words with Friends grew 11% and 6% respectively over last year. Advertising revenues grew 10% over last year, driven by higher average revenue per daily active user, and we're highly confident in the future of this component of the business. 2K's mobile offerings also had another solid quarter, with WWE SuperCard surpassing 38 million lifetime downloads, NBA 2K Mobile continuing to expand its audience, NBA 2K26 Arcade Edition holding its top 5 position on the Apple Arcade charts, and NBA 2K All-Star in China growing to nearly 9 million registered users after less than 1 year in market.
I don't care about these mobile games.
Our mobile direct-to-consumer business delivered its strongest quarter on record. We've introduced recent enhancements that enable more personalized offers, flexible pricing, reduced payment friction, and alternative payment methods. With the regulatory environment becoming even more favorable to us, we view direct-to-consumer as a meaningful growth driver that will help accelerate net bookings, margins, and profitability. NBA 2K26 delivered another stellar quarter, yielding significant upside to our forecast. To date, the title has sold in approximately 8 million units, representing a high single-digit percentage increase over NBA 2K25. Recurrent consumer spending, daily active users, and My Career daily active users all grew 30% year over year. Based on its phenomenal year-to-date performance, NBA 2K is on track to generate the highest level of annual net bookings and recurrent consumer spending in franchise history. I'd like to thank the NBA and NBA Players Association for their extraordinary partnership and support. The Grand Theft Auto series also vastly outpaced our forecasts, with recurrent consumer spending growth of 27%, led by GTA Online's A Safe House in the Hills update, which featured long-awaited mansion properties and the return of the fan-favorite protagonist Michael DeSanta. Full game sales of Grand Theft Auto V remain strong, with the title now having sold in over 225 million units since its launch in 2013. GTA Plus continues to thrive, with membership levels nearly doubling over the same period last year, and we're excited about its potential to add even more value to the player experience in the future. In December, Rockstar Games expanded Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare onto new platforms, bringing these classic blockbusters to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and iOS and Android mobile devices for Netflix subscribers. We're immensely proud of our teams and their ability to deliver consistently the highest quality and most engaging entertainment experiences. As we continue to explore and invest in new technologies, particularly AI, will unlock greater efficiencies that will allow our talent to focus on the kind of innovation that has enabled us continually to set new creative and commercial benchmarks in interactive entertainment. Our execution throughout fiscal 2026 has been extraordinary, and we're highly confident as we approach fiscal 2027, which promises to be groundbreaking for Take-Two and the entire entertainment industry, led by the November 19th release of Grand Theft Auto 6 with Rockstar's launch marketing set to begin this summer. With ongoing momentum in our business, coupled with our robust forward release schedule, we continue to project record levels of net bookings in fiscal 2027, which we believe will establish a higher financial baseline, set us on a path to enhanced profitability, and further provide balance sheet strength and flexibility. I'll now turn the call over to Carl.
Thanks, Strauss. I'd like to thank our teams for delivering another fantastic quarter, which reflects our world-class talent and the breadth and depth of our portfolio. I'll now discuss our recent and planned product offerings for the balance of fiscal 2026. On January 14th, 2K and HB Studios announced an array of new content for PGA Tour 2K25, including 3 new courses for the 2026 Major Championships.
That's good news.
The 2026 PGA Championship at Aronimink Golf Club, the 126th U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills Golf Club, and the 154th Open at Royal Birkdale Golf Club, with more to come, including new seasons. Additionally, we look forward to growing the community with the launch of PGA Tour 2K25 for Nintendo Switch 2 on Friday. Firaxis Games will continue to deliver a steady cadence of updates for Sid Meier's Civilization 7. And on Thursday, 2K will launch Civilization 7 for mobile devices exclusively on Apple Arcade, representing an exciting opportunity to expand the Civilization audience. On March 13th, 2K and Visual Concepts will once again raise the bar for a wrestling franchise with the release of WWE 2K26. Featuring the biggest roster in the series history, players will be able to choose from over 400 legends and current superstars and enjoy new customization options throughout the game. We plan to support the release with a new Ringside Pass live service model and a series of add-on packs that can be purchased individually or together as part of the Season Pass. 2K and Gearbox Software will continue to support Borderlands 4 with new content and updates, and we expect the title to achieve strong sell-through over its lifetime. Zynga will continue to deliver new features and drive innovation across its live services, as well as pursue the development of new titles. Looking ahead, we believe strongly in our upcoming launches and will provide our initial 3-year pipeline for fiscal 2027 through fiscal 2029 with our Q4 results in May. I'll now turn the call over to Lainey.
Thanks, Carl, and good afternoon, everyone. Our third quarter results were fantastic, with all of our labels delivering excellent results, and we are pleased to once again raise our outlook for the fiscal year. With many of our core franchises continuing to thrive, fiscal 2026 is on track to be one of our strongest years in recent history, and I'd like to thank our teams for their vision, passion, and dedication. Turning to our performance, we delivered third quarter net bookings of $1.76 billion, which was significantly above the high end of our guidance range of $1.55 to $1.6 billion. This reflected better than expected performance from NBA 2K, the Grand Theft Auto series, and several mobile titles, including Toon Blast, Empires & Puzzles, and Top 11. Recurrent consumer spending rose 23% for the period, which strongly outperformed our guidance of 8% growth and accounted for 76% of net bookings. NBA 2K grew 30%, Grand Theft Auto Online increased 27%, and mobile increased 19%, all of which exceeded our expectations. During the quarter, we launched WWE 2K Mobile for Netflix and Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare for several new platforms. GAAP net revenue increased 25% to $1.7 billion. Cost of revenue increased 26% to $754 million, and operating expenses increased 10% to $984 million. On a management basis, operating expenses rose 13% year over year, which was in line with our guidance and represented significant operating expense leverage on our fantastic top-line growth. Turning to our guidance, I'll begin with our full fiscal year expectations. We are once again raising our net bookings outlook and now expect to achieve $6.65 to $6.7 billion, which represents 18% growth at the midpoint over fiscal 2025. The increase reflects our third quarter outperformance and higher expectations for several of our key titles during the fourth quarter. The largest contributors to net bookings are expected to be NBA 2K, the Grand Theft Auto series, Toon
W.
Blast, Match Factory, Empires and Puzzles, Color Block Jam, Borderlands, the Red Dead Redemption series, and Words with Friends. We now expect recurrent consumer spending to grow approximately 17% and represent 78% of net bookings. This is up significantly from our prior forecast of 11%, driven by strong momentum across most of our major franchises. Our revised recurrent consumer spending forecast assumes that NBA 2K grows approximately 37%, mobile increases approximately 13%, and Grand Theft Auto Online increases slightly. All of these expectations are raised from our prior forecast. We project the net bookings breakdown from our labels to be roughly 46% Zynga, 38% 2K, and 16% Rockstar Games. We're raising our operating cash flow forecast to approximately $450 million, which is up from our prior expectation of $250 million, with the increase reflecting the strength in our business. We remain on track to deploy approximately $180 million in capital expenditures. We are also updating our forecast for GAAP net revenue, which is now expected to range from $6.55 to $6.6 billion, and cost of revenue, which is expected to range from $2.78 to $2.8 billion. Our total operating expenses are now expected to range from $3.96 to $3.97 billion, compared to $7.45 billion last year, which included a $3.6 billion impairment of goodwill and intangible assets. On a management basis, we now expect operating expense growth of approximately 8% year over year, which is down slightly from our prior forecast due to a shift of some marketing expenses into next year. Given our strong net bookings outlook, this assumes meaningful operating expense leverage over last year. Now moving on to our guidance for the fiscal fourth quarter. We project net bookings to range from $1.51 to $1.56 billion, compared to $1.58 billion in the prior year. Our release slate for the quarter includes Sid Meier's Civilization VII for Apple Arcade, PGA Tour 2K25 for Switch 2, and WWE 2K26. The largest contributors to net bookings are expected to be NBA 2K, the Grand Theft Auto series, Toon Blast, Match Factory, WWE 2K, Empires and Puzzles, Color Block Jam, Red Dead Redemption series, and Words with Friends. We project recurrent consumer spending to increase by approximately 7%, which assumes a high 20% increase for NBA 2K, mid-single-digit growth for mobile, and a modest decline for Grand Theft Auto Online. We expect GAAP net revenue to range from $1.57 to $1.62 billion, and cost of revenue to range from $675 to $692 million. Operating expenses are planned to range from $973 to $983 million. On a management basis, operating expenses are expected to grow by approximately 3% year over year, which is primarily driven by higher performance-based compensation and user acquisition investments to support robust performance in our mobile portfolio, which is partly offset by lower production expenses. In closing, our business momentum remains outstanding. We are very confident in our future.
The camera died.
Grand Theft Auto 6 and other eagerly anticipated titles on the horizon, we believe that we will generate higher earnings power, strengthen our balance sheet, and deliver sustainable shareholder returns. I'd like to thank you all for your support and look forward to sharing more details in the coming months, including our initial outlook for fiscal 2027 when we report our fourth quarter results in May. Thank you. I'll now turn the call back to Strauss.
Thanks, Lainie and Carl. On behalf of our entire management team, I'd like to thank our colleagues for their shared commitment to excellence and Take-Two's long-term success. To our shareholders, I want to express our appreciation for your continued support.
You're welcome, bro.
We'll now take your questions. Operator?
At this time, if you would like to ask a question, press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. To withdraw your question, simply press star 1 again. We'll pause for just a moment to compile the Q&A roster. Your first question comes from the line of Doug Creutz with TD Cowen. Please go ahead.
Hey, thank you. The last few days, the equity markets have really punished your stock and those of other video game makers because
Everyone
of
asking in chat to
fears about
confirm
what
marketing
AI
for
means for your
GTA
business.
6.
I wondered, Strauss, if you'd like to
Starting
expound
in
upon whether you
summer.
think
Such a lovely
what's
content.
happening
Thank
in
you,
the markets
man.
is an
Thank
accurate
you.
reflection of the threats and opportunities you see coming from AI.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you.
Yes, marketing it starting in summer.
Thanks, Doug. Oh, I have to admit, I'm a little confused. The video game business, since its inception, was built on the back of machine learning and artificial intelligence. We create our games in computers with technology. And
No, I'm not
ever
gonna
since questions began
ask a
about generative AI about 18 months ago, I've been incredibly
I probably don't
enthusiastic
own
about
enough to make
what the
to
future
ask a
can
question.
bring. As it happens now, we're actively embracing generative AI. We have hundreds of pilots and implementations across our company, including with our studios. And we are seeing opportunities to drive efficiencies, reduce costs, and create the opportunity to do what digital technology has always allowed, which is the mundane tasks become easier and less relevant, which frees up our creators to do the more interesting tasks of making superb entertainment. The history of the interactive entertainment business has been one of great creators using technology to do amazing things to please audiences. And that's our job around here. And that remains unchanged, except perhaps accelerated. Just a reminder, our strategy has three parts: be the most creative, be the most innovative, and be the most efficient company in the entertainment business. And generative AI squarely falls within the category of innovation and is already moving into the category of efficiency. I'm hopeful that it will also move into the category of creativity, as it allows our creators to use digital tools to expand what we do, to make it even more beautiful and even more engaging and even more exciting.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Yeah, it starts in May and June. Summer.
Thank you.
Did he just mention Arc Raiders?
Our next question comes from the line of Eric Handler with Roth Capital Partners. Please go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. Thanks for the question. Strauss, you just had another really strong quarter with mobile, and mobile has just been on a very big tear for the last 7 quarters now. Wonder if you could talk about some of the initiatives or bold beats, as they used to call them, that what are you finding that's really resonating? What is keeping these games that have been out for
I'm scared to click on this.
Years,
there's going to be some craziness.
Still relevant and drawing in new players.
Well, our Zynga team still refers to bold beats.
Yes,
they're a big
they
part
are
of what we do.
in November.
And just to put a fine point on it, you're right. Our mobile business is up 19% year over year. Toon Blast was up 43%, Match Factory 17%, Empires and Puzzles 11%, Words with Friends 6%, and Color Block Jam is a huge hit for Rollic. And that really, is the tip of the iceberg. We really are firing on all cylinders at Zynga, and also with 2K's mobile properties. What do I think is going on? Look, I think we are actually making hits, and that is still pretty unusual in the mobile business. The hardest thing to do is create new hits in the mobile business, and Zynga has proven an ability to do so by doing what we do, which is creating a home for the best talent in the business, encouraging them to pursue their passions, and supporting them in marketing with an A+ structure and a really strong balance sheet. It's really hard to do that. There aren't very many companies that are doing it. I believe we're the only company that's doing it over and over again. You are right also, though, that the backdrop is strong. There was a disappointing moment in mid-22, which was as it happens when we acquired Zynga, where for the first time the mobile market was down post-pandemic. And it was down more than we expected, and it took a while to rebound. The market has rebounded. There are tailwinds. And so much as I'd like to take credit for all of the team's success, A, that's not really my style. B, I do think a rising tide lifts all ships, and we are benefiting from consumer engagement with mobile games.
Great, that's helpful. I also wondered, would you be willing to sort of give some type of indication of what percentage of your mobile recurrent spending is coming from direct to consumer?
It's meaningful. We haven't actually given a number. The environment for direct to consumer is improving. It has been a big strategy since we acquired Zynga. You may recall we talked about the synergies that we would find on the revenue side. I said in calls right after the acquisition that we thought the potential for direct-to-consumer could be seen as a revenue synergy, because that effectively what happens is we actually capture a higher share of those revenues and enhance our margins. The recent regulatory environment has become much more favorable. And
It
we
might
also
die
predicted
again,
that,
I'm not
and
gonna
I
lie.
do think we're going to continue to see third-party take rates decline, which will drop to the bottom line.
Billionaire talk. La la la.
Your next question comes
It's
from the
first
line
stream,
of
guys.
Colin
We were gonna have
Sebastian
some
with
problems.
Baird. Please go ahead.
We were gonna have some problems. Okay.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
It's
A
been
couple of
pretty good
questions
since
for
then.
me, and maybe first continuing on the RCS theme of growth. Maybe you could expand a bit on the Safe House expansion
We have
in
got some
terms of
news. I'll
driving
show it
higher levels of
again.
engagement. Are there specific learnings from that informing other future content updates? And I guess secondly, maybe to Strauss, how are you thinking about capital allocation priorities with the growing cash balance,
We have
which
this.
is likely also going to expand quite a bit later this year? Thank you.
So
This
what
is
we learned
huge.
from a Safe House in the Hills update is that when you deliver great material, consumers show up. And Rockstar always aims to do the best possible work. Some of the content updates have performed better than others, and this one has been nothing short of stellar. But I think the broader point is the one
Really?
that matters, which
Wow.
is as we head into the release of GTA 6, I think there was some trepidation on the fear of market participants that GTA 5 or GTA Online would somehow become less relevant. And I think the contrary is true. The anticipation is yielding even more engagement with GTA. GTA 5, of course, is now sold in 225
I
million
thought that might
units.
happen.
But what's it all driven by? The reason that GTA is so extraordinary is because Rockstar makes an extraordinary game and continues to make extraordinary features and additions and opportunities. And a Safe House update basically shows that. So this is an example of where our strategy, pays off. We're focused on creativity, pays off.
W. Elliott. Thanks for the
Yeah.
rundown. W.
I'm sorry, in your second question, capital, sorry, I was so excited with my words there. I got
Oh,
diverted from
buddy's
your second.
hyped
I thought
about
that was pretty
GTA
poetic
6.
myself. But in any
He's
case,
hyped.
capital allocation remains unchanged. So, we have three uses of our capital, and I agree that if things go well and as planned, our cash balance should
Thank you
continue
for
to
the
grow. And
sub,
of course,
bro.
we are
Thank you for the
generating
sub.
significantly more operating cash flow than expected this year with these results. The first is,
Shouldn't
of
be
course,
too
to
much longer,
support
Silver,
organic
and then
growth.
we can talk about it.
That's been our story here. This is an organic growth company with a handful of very selective acquisitions, thankfully all accretive ones, most notably the acquisition of Zynga in 2022. So that leads me to the second use of our capital, which is inorganic growth opportunities. And we'll continue to pursue those in just as selective and disciplined a way. And we are looking only for accretive opportunities. And the third is to return capital to the shareholders, which we've done over and over again. We've typically done so opportunistically with buybacks. And thankfully, our buybacks have all turned out to be good for the shareholders in the fullness of time. I am a believer that you do buybacks when your balance sheet can afford it, on the one hand, and when you can do so at deep value on the other hand. Our most recent buyback was executed at about $158 a share. There were some moments where people thought that was a bad thing. Turns out it was a very good thing.
I'm shaking from excitement.
Your next question comes from the line of Chris Scholl with UBS. Please go ahead.
Ubisoft?
Great, thank you. You've seen consistent outperformance with NBA 2K and continue to post very strong growth despite the difficult comparisons. You just touch on what is resonating most, do you think, with players? And as you think about the next leg of growth for the franchise, what do you see as the biggest opportunity? Is it going to be growth internationally, expanding the user base, or enhancing monetization?
Probably not a trailer. Well, actually, definitely not.
So it's hard to say that one particular thing is driving the success with NBA. Obviously, it's been an incredible year for us, selling a lot of units, and also the performance of RCS across the board and engagement has been off the charts, 30+% year over year. On basically every mode that we have. Those things don't come easy. And I think the best way to describe why this works for us is because it's the way that VC and 2K run their business, which is really in a state of perpetual diligence.
Does
They're
anyone else hear
constantly
that?
communicating with the consumer, seeing what the consumer is doing, watching how they play, seeing what works, doesn't work, and refining the game year after year. And it's that maniacal attention to detail, when you add it up year over year, that culminates in so much
Even the police
success.
are on.
And this is one of those years where everything was just
Oh,
humming
God,
in the right
they are.
direction. And on top of that, there's
I was about to go
always
check my window.
an effort every year to do something a little bit different, a little new.
Check my window.
For example, the cruise this year, which is a really interesting concept. People can pair up together with 50 people, play against other teams, and it's a really exciting thing, a social thing, which has had a pretty big impact on the My Career mode. So it's not one thing, it's everything, and I'd say it's culture as much as it is anything else. I think there was a second
They
part.
just get
Oh, biggest
FBI
opportunity.
rated
Well, first of all,
midstream.
the biggest opportunity is to continue to do more of what I just described, which will lead to a higher installed base of folks and also to higher engagement, which ultimately leads to higher monetization. I do believe that there is a significant international expansion
Someone
opportunity.
will run with that.
The
Jeff.
NBA continues to be an amazing partner for
Someone
us.
will
They're
run with that.
expanding internationally. Basketball is a global sport, and we've got that going for us. So I think that will help us drive. And just without regard to just the NBA expanding, there are lots of opportunities for us to expand also in North America as well, as we grow with the brand and in partnership with the NBA.
Would have
So
assumed
at this
2K
point, I think the
was
sky is still the
mostly
limit.
AI.
We surprise ourselves every year. The game does better and better. So we're very optimistic. about
NBA
the future,
especially?
obviously.
They do have some
Your
GTA
next
mobile
question
games.
comes from the line of Andrew Marat with Raymond
Not a
James.
whole lot though.
Please go ahead.
Hi, thanks for taking my question. Maybe specifically, again, back to the commentary on generative AI. You know, we hear loud and clear Take-Two's ability to harness that. But maybe
This
on Genie
generative AI
specifically, we've
shit.
been getting a lot of questions from investors about the similarities and differences between world models and game engines. Can you maybe give us an overview of what you think tools like Genie can and cannot do as it relates to some of the proprietary
Wow,
game
people
engines that you
are
operate?
worried
Thank
about
you.
this Genie thing.
So in terms of commenting on the specific technology, I think I don't think we're going to go into the great details about the tech differences because frankly, Genie's early in its iteration at this point, and trying to make a comparison to a game engine is just really, they're not even in the same ballpark. Genie is not a game engine, and it's very exciting technology, and I think it's the question is how can it benefit our creators? And I think there will be a moment in time that will become more defined. It certainly doesn't replace the creative process. And I would say, look, I mean, it looks to me more like a procedurally generated interactive video at this point. There are limitations, and Google has said as much.
Yeah, it didn't look good when I was looking
compare the
at
technologies. I think there's really no way to do that because they're so far apart.
Genie looks
and there are
whack.
so many more elements to
We
game
can look into
development
it
that
afterwards.
go beyond, quote, world creation. And the question is, what is world creation? So even beyond world creation, there's everything else that's involved. There's the storyline, there's emotional connection, there's vibe, there's mission structure. All of those things you cannot capture through AI, and certainly not through a world builder. So that's just a very, very small component of what we do. And if this tool bears out, it will make a component of what we do all that much better and more efficient.
They do not know shit. Investors are.
Great, thank you.
Your next question comes from the
he's
line
fucking.
of
He's
Ed
probably an
Alter
old
with
geezer, brother.
Jefferies. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the question. I want to dig into your mobile advertising results. I think this is the second time that you guys have grown that year over year since acquiring.
So many
Zynga.
people are
Just wanted to dig
invested
into
in the
what's going so
mobile
right
side
there and where
of them.
kind of the opportunity.
It
for
must
continued
make
growth in the
fucking
mobile
bank.
advertising spaces for you guys.
It's pretty simple. When we took over Zynga, there weren't a lot of ad units in most of the games, and we have selectively added ad units pretty much across the board. Not entirely. Certain games don't merit
exactly
that.
How you sound.
Also, I think Zynga's been very smart about the way they go about monetizing that advertising, and there really is much more opportunity there without interfering with the experience at all.
Cable.
The strategy ultimately is to make sure that one way or another we monetize the bulk of our users. As you know, in the mobile games business, fewer than 20% of your users actually engage with you to pay, and without creating any friction in the experience.
Damn, 20%
we
is a
think there's
lot,
an opportunity selectively to apply advertising to the part of the market that doesn't currently want to pay. So experiences have to be great across the board. That's our job, right? We deliver great entertainment experiences. And equally, we have an obligation to monetize those experiences so that we can pay our creators and keep making hits.
Okay,
Great,
thank
thanks. And given your comments on how the impending GTA 6 is a positive for GTA Online in its current form, what is your view on what GTA Online is going to continue to be the current iteration once GTA 6 does come out?
you. Dead in the water.
Look, Rockstar Games is the locus of information about where the titles go, content, and marketing. And
Someone's
generally,
asking a real
we
question
have
here.
pretty light touch when we talk about the label's creative activities.
That's a real
At
question.
the same time, I have every reason to believe we'll continue to support GTA Online. There's a great community that loves it, that stays engaged.
Whoa.
And again, in this quarter, Rockstar has shown that when you deliver great additional content, despite how long GTA Online has been in market, people show up.
Great, thank you.
Your next question comes from the line
That
of
seems like
Jason
some
Bazinet
hopium
with
from
Citi.
Mr.
Please
Zelnick
go ahead.
himself. I don't know if it's going to
I
be
think this
popular.
was a while back, but I think when you first talked about GTA 6 coming out, you noted that, or you expected your non-GAAP earnings to grow the year after it was released, not just the year, the year is released being the base. I just wonder, is that still true? And do you mind just sort of unpacking sort of the main drivers of that? Presumably one of it is just getting 4 quarters attribution, but what else would you say are the key drivers of that expectation if it is still true?
What we have been saying is that we expect that our release schedule is going to drive sequential growth next year. And then that will bring us to establish a new baseline for our business going forward. So we haven't really been talking about detailed guidance beyond fiscal year 26. And now in our May earnings call, we'll give our guidance for fiscal year 27. And we're not planning on providing detailed guidance for any years beyond that at this time, because our release schedule includes numerous titles each year, and even modest shifts can have significant effect on results in any given period. So all of our years will be driven by our release schedule, and we have a very robust release schedule over the next couple of years, and that's what's really driving the growth in the business.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, I get what they were saying.
Your next question comes from the line of Alec Brondolo with Wells Fargo. Please go ahead.
Wells Fargo.
Yeah, hey, thank you so much for the question. It seems like the market is creating potential opportunities for M&A. So in that light, could you maybe refresh our understanding of what makes a studio appealing to Take-Two? You noted in response to a prior question that any M&A has to be accretive. And so with that said,
hell does
what are
M&A
the other
stand for?
qualities in a studio you look for? Thanks.
Well, you're right to ask that, because accretive is a financial calculation based on the decision to proceed. The decision is based on the talent, the technology, and the intellectual property.
Mergers and acquisitions.
And we think there may be some opportunities out there that you have to be incredibly selective. Broadly in the market, as you know, most corporate M&A fails because most corporate management teams love the notion of presiding over a bigger and bigger empire. We don't look at the world that way. Our job is to entertain the world. Our job is to make the most creative properties that anyone can make and to bring them to consumers wherever they are. If there is an enterprise available on favorable terms that sits within that strategy and can operate within our unique culture, then it's potentially interesting to us.
Thank you.
Billionaire talk is definitely
right. Your next
right.
question comes from the line of Mike Hickey with Benchmark Company. Please go ahead.
Benchmark Company.
Hey, Strauss, Carl, Laney, Nicole.
Hi, Strauss.
Guys. Congratulations. I guess the first question, we've got two, is on GTA 6. Glad to hear that summer marketing is going to start here. That's encouraging. But just sort of curious, Strauss, how much marketing you really have to do here, if there's leverage versus prior releases, just given the strength of GTA 5, GTA Online, the fact that this is a massive pent-up demand for what will be probably the largest entertainment release of all time. Doesn't seem like you have to market much. So just curious your view there. And then I guess on the topic of affordability, which is obviously very topical, certainly within the video game space, just curious your specific thoughts, given that we're sort of year 5 here approaching year 6 of the current console cycle, and prices of consoles are going up. We've got now a memory cost issue, so they could even go up further by the time that GTA 6 comes out. We've also seen some inflation on software. So just broadly speaking, how you think your consumer fits within that affordability picture, and how you think about providing value, which I know is a centerpiece of what you've done historically. Thanks, guys.
W question.
Hey, thanks, Mike. I mean, I love your question, your first question. Like, are we just going to sit back and relax as we head into the release of GTA 6? And I think the opposite is true. You're talking to a team that you've known for 17 years, and we're in the business of eating red meat for breakfast. I think we'll be having a lot more red meat in the coming months. So you know, we are very fortunate. The consumer anticipation for GTA 6 is indeed huge, and one does have to be judicious in the way one markets such an extraordinary property. But rest assured that I think you'll be pretty astonished by the creativity that Rockstar's marketing team brings to consumers in the coming months. On the affordability question, we do feel a compact with the consumer. We've talked about for a very long time to deliver way more value than what we charge. I think we're known for that. And you know, we're in the business of entertaining people. We're not in the business of creating revenue. Revenue comes from entertaining people. And you know, interactive entertainment on a real basis is getting more and more affordable all the time, because we offer extraordinary value for the money. You know, people engage with our properties for hours and hours and hours, and on a real basis, frontline prices have declined in the past 20 years, meaningfully declined. So we see it the same way, which is we do believe in democratizing access to what we do around here. We want everyone to be able to engage. I just mentioned it in terms of mobile. You know, you want to have a great mobile experience. We offer the best mobile experiences on earth, free. And you can play them, have a wonderful experience, completely free. On the console side, of course, you know, that's not expected by consumers because of the deep value that we bring. And consumers do expect to pay for that. But on a real basis, we're making it more and more affordable and more accessible.
Thank you. Everyone, sub to the channel. Come on, let's get to 100K before the end of the year, baby. Appreciate you all. Thank you for showing up.
From the line of Drew Crum with B. Riley Securities. Please go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Hey guys, good afternoon. So you have a few undated mobile titles as part of your frontline release schedule.
Another mobile
recognizing it's been a tough launch market for new titles for a while now. Based on the strength you're experiencing with your mobile business, can you comment on what you're seeing in terms of market dynamics for launching new games, and whether the backdrop is more supportive of delivering new hits? Thanks.
You know, there are really only two companies in the mobile space who are delivering new hits in the last 5 years. We're one of them. It's super hard.
Yo,
it's
that was cold.
Hard. It's been hard. You're quite right. Ever since you had to pay for user acquisition, which is, you know, the better part of, I guess, 9 years, it's become much more difficult. And, you know, the early days of mobile, of course, you know, it was a new market, and people are very accepting of new IP and new markets. So we're exceedingly respectful of the difficulty of launching any new hit, and that includes in our mobile space. I do think the Zynga team has come up with an approach that is more likely to succeed more regularly than our prior approach, because it took us a while to arrive at this. And once again, it's sort of, you know, be selective and focus on the best talent in the business, and make sure that that talent pursues their passion. And then, of course, listen to the data and iterate according to the data. But you can't iterate. I don't think
we're getting any more delays. I would be really surprised if we did.
The hit from which you build.
I would be really surprised.
Your next question comes from the line of Brian Pitts with BMO Capital Markets. Please go ahead.
Mike Hickey, Drew Crum, and Brian Pitts.
Thanks for the question. Strauss, we saw your recent announcement of CFX Marketplace, which appears to be a push in the direction of UGC gaming. Can you talk more about this launch and how you're thinking about the broader opportunity, and also maybe any insights around developer economics in the marketplace with respect to bookings? Thank you.
Good question.
I mean, I think that we've always welcomed for quite some time, user-generated content. We have that in numerous parts of our business. Of course, we have the role-playing server business at Rockstar. So we see this as an important and interesting development with more opportunity to come. At the end of the day, what we're known for here is our creators making the very best in entertainment. And that's our job, and we think that that never goes away as a driver of the business. At the same time, there are users who want to create and engage, and we want to create a home for them as well. And tools that make that more viable and more accessible could be an opportunity for us.
We're gonna love UGC
Great,
and GTA 6, man. We're gonna love
Your
it.
next question comes from the line of Martin Yang with Oppenheimer. Please go ahead.
Well, Oppenheimer? What the fuck is
Hi,
going
thank you for
on?
taking the question. I have a question on engagement and then follow up on monetization. First, on engagement, can you maybe talk about how the GTA player base are engaging with the game? Is it primarily on GTA Online, or do you see still the full game getting substantial playing hours or user or MAUs?
Look, we sold a whole bunch of units of GTA 5 in the quarter, and Rockstar continues to bring new consumers into the tent. So it's both. It's the full game and it's the online version, which is up meaningfully year over year, about 27%.
It's in his nuke bunker.
Your next question comes from the line of Mark Wazowski with Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Mike Wazowski? Yo.
Hi, it's Omar Wazowski.
No.
So I think you mentioned that Zynga comprised a little bit less than half of your revenue of the entire business. Over the last couple of years, it's been well known that solutions to avoid App Store fees would become commercially available, and there have been several that have been announced.
We are so
such
back.
as, for example, Unity's cross-platform e-commerce solution that would help reduce the amount of fees that game developers have to pay to the app stores. How much of your
we don't care.
the distribution fees that you pay to the app
We don't
stores,
care. He's trying to
do you
abuse
think
the
are
system and not
addressable,
pay
through
Apple's
such
fees.
a third-party solution?
We are so back,
outside of the
guys.
fact that you
This
already
was
have
a lot of news that we
growth
got.
in your own DTC channel. Are the two mutually exclusive?
We'll talk about it all at the
how
end.
much
We'll talk
how
about
much
it
you
all
could
at the end.
save and
No,
how
don't
much
tell me my
time
mic died
will it be
again.
before you implement such a third-party solution?
Oh my god.
So I'm not really going to
I'm so
comment on
over this.
third-party solutions. And the fact is, a lot of
I'm so over this.
our DTC efforts we really do in-house at this point. That's not to say
The
that
news
third-party
went
solutions
crazy.
can't be helpful now or in the
Okay,
future.
I'll show you the.
But primarily, this is an internally
I'll show you
driven
the
thing for
document
us.
that they have.
And in terms of the opportunity, I think we've said before.
I'll show you the document.
Right
that
now,
they
it's still pretty
released.
early. It's growing in terms of not all of our games,
Where
even
is
some
it?
of our really large games, don't have D2C components to them. I think all of them at
We
one
are
point
so
could.
back,
We'll see how that shakes out. So we're pretty early in the process, and we think there's a lot of growth ahead of us. But it's something that we're certainly excited about. It improves our margins. And as Strauss mentioned earlier, the legislative environment has been favorable towards that.
Thank you.
That is not good.
That concludes our question and answer session. I will now turn the call back over to Strauss Zelnick for closing remarks.
Strauss Zelnick.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Obviously, we're thrilled with the company's results. We're thrilled with our revised outlook for the rest of the year. And
For anyone
we're
that
beyond
missed them earlier.
thrilled with our expectations for next year, including WWE coming up this year, and of course, NBA 2K, and then most notably, GTA 6. I want to just take a minute to thank our teams, our creative teams, for showing up every day, bringing their passion to the table, not taking no for an answer, and always willing to push as far as they can to deliver the most extraordinary entertainment experiences. And I want to thank our executive teams who subscribe to our strategy of creativity, efficiency,
And subscribe to
and
my
innovation,
channel.
and will also show up every
W's
day
element.
doing their very best work in service of our collective goal to be the best entertainment company on earth. Thank you to our shareholders for your support. These are really exciting times, and we're happy that you're along for the ride.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's call. Thank you all for joining. You may
W.
now disconnect.
Thank you. Leave the site. Awesome. Okay. So, guys, once again, we've had a little bit of a problem. I forgot to charge the camera, apparently. So, we'll just do a quick recap of all the news that we got in this call, and then I'll probably end because I'll have to figure out a battery problem or something like that. But okay, so essentially, this is the news that we got. We actually got a really good amount, right? We actually got a good amount. Okay, so for one, once again, they're confident on November 19th, right? That is, they've said it in pretty much every single, said it in every single earnings call. So it's not like a huge deal that they said this, but they also did say it's as high as it can be. For all we know, it could be corporate talk, could be whatever, yada, yada, yada. Another thing that we learned in the document is that there was a rumor that came out like a year ago or 2 years ago, or not a year ago, sorry, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, that GTA 6 wouldn't release on physical. That isn't true, or at least they say it's not true. Rumors of physical being delayed is not the plan. So we will be able to get physical copies on November 19th. W, right? W. Then yeah, once again. Oh, and then where is it? The Oh, and then this. This is the big one. Launch marketing for Grand Theft Auto 6 will begin this summer, Take-Two says. So, full marketing campaign starts on what? Let's say middle of May to middle of June, somewhere around there. And that's massive. Like, that essentially gives us like 6 to, I don't want to say it. Essentially gives us 6 to 7 months. Okay. Okay, but then they also brought up that one, UGC would probably be getting a huge revamp in GTA 6. I think we knew that would happen, but they seem to want to push it really hard. They said that we would be very surprised by Rockstar's creativity around marketing, which implies that it's not just going to be screenshots and trailers. There's probably going to be some craziness. Am I missing anything else? I feel like we got most of it. How much do you think it will cost, bro? Mine's a little different because I'm Canadian, so mine's a little different. I think it'll be $80 to $90 here in Canada. So I think that would be like a $70 game in America or something. I could be wrong. Yeah, but am I missing anything? There was actually a few people that asked some pretty good questions. I'm trying to remember them, but my memory is shot. Again, guys, I'm just guessing. Like, it's a AAA game. I don't think they're gonna do some craziness where it's like 100 USD. I don't see that being the case. I think it's just gonna be whatever. They might go. They honestly could go the what's it called? They could go the Nintendo route and make it 90. Did Rockstar update their YouTube channel? I doubt it. Oh, no. With the release date, yeah, it's always been there. No, but I do think Take-Two could go the route of Nintendo. I won't lie. if Nintendo can get away with pricing Mario Kart at $90, GTA 6 will also be able to do that, no problems. I don't know if they will. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. That's kind of the main thought process I have from this. We'll see if we can turn the camera back on and maybe get a few more minutes in. It's not looking good, lads. It's not looking good, I won't lie. I'm sorry if that is annoying. There we go. Okay. Well, essentially, just leave the camera on now until it dies, and then we'll call it a day. There we go. Oh shit! It's a little zoomed in. I just zoom it in even more. Yeah, I did zoom it in even more. Okay. All right. Hold on. It's supposed to be like that. Could be wrong. Should be good. Ah, there we go. All right. So yeah, wait. I could be wrong. Did I forget anything else that was? Now they didn't mention anything about like collector's editions, which I was kind of upset about. I've dropped a video. You slacking, Ttwo? Dude, don't worry. I wait for all the news to come out, and then I drop a big compilation video. But hey, I was able to get the stream going. Nice hat collection. You guys saw my hats? Where? Nice hat collection. I do have a decent hat collection, but yeah, I don't even know. All right, well then everyone, after this stream, make sure to go watch Cyberboy's new video. He'll break everything down. But yeah, I have seen the Take-Two stock dipped hard. So it was honestly good that they had this earnings call. I wonder if it went up at all, actually. No, it did not. Oh, it did not. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my God, they saved themselves. After hours trading, it went up to $224, and pre-market or in market, it was $212. Yikes. They saved themselves. They saved themselves massive. Love that. Oh, bro, why am I so low? Like short as fuck. There you go. Should be better. Like I said, guys, this is the very first stream. There was going to be problems. We all knew that going into it. But you know what? We'll get the camera stuff sorted. We'll get everything figured out for the next time I stream. Maybe we'll play some games with everyone. I don't know. What do you guys want to see from streams? I have a few ideas that I'm gonna leave cooking, but I'm gonna leave cooking. I'll implement them one day, but yeah, the streams are gonna be more frequent for sure. Probably a lot more closer to GTA 6's release, but like when trailers and all that stuff comes out, we'll do streams breaking it all down. Probably play some games on the I want to see some fries in that air fryer. Dude, I wish. I got beef patties instead. That's what you get instead. Good job for a stream, bro. I appreciate it. I also just want to say thank you to everyone for coming out today. That was, I didn't know how a first stream was going to go. I haven't streamed in a very long time. I used to stream a lot back in 2022. And I just want to say thank you for everyone coming out. Like this was a lot of fun. I actually really like doing this. I forgot how fun it was. Yeah, I'll try to get some music for the background. I feel like that's the only thing I was kind of missing. Never watched someone till the end. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. Much love. Honestly, this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely. As soon as trailers come out, as soon as screenshots come out, we'll be doing this a lot more. Then obviously I have really big plans for streaming once November comes along. So yeah, yeah, everyone, if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, I am probably going to call it here. We got good news. Make sure everyone goes and checks out Cyber's video. I could be wrong, right? He just posted a video. Cyber boy. Yeah, he just posted a new video. Everyone make sure to go and watch that. I appreciate you all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.